I'm
What?
sorry, but that's such...
Well, what?
No. That's easy for you to say. Am I on my high horse here? Sometimes it's like being sat at the table with Thatcher. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's go to the listener's question.
Yes, please, let's do that.
This one is from Barb. Hi, Jordan, William, and hot producer Ben. Well, I know why this one's been included. Hot producer Ben.
Hot.
Depends on your definition. I mean, global warming is obviously affecting temperatures generally. My sister-in-law is making her living by posting pictures of herself on Instagram. I'm a teacher in a middle school. She really gets on my nerves daily by complaining how her job is difficult and energy-consuming. However, putting makeup on and snapping selfies is not quite the same as trying to handle 32 teenagers in a class. No. My question is, how do I react to her moaning? Should I try to explain how her job is much easier than most people's job, therefore there is no need for daily whinging? Or should I just take it as it is and move on? Thanks, Barb.
Barb, I'd take it as a move on, because it's just an argument you don't need. It isn't. I feel sorry for influencers. I think it's not all, and if there's any listening, not all, but it's just that I might be wrong here, but I can just imagine it being a bit miserable.
I think
it's the pressure every day of having to look good, of having to post something, of having to live in this little bubble. I might be wrong. Each to their own.
I think with anyone that complains about their job, if they're complaining about their job because they don't like it, obviously as a friend, as a relative, you need to listen and help and offer support. But if they're complaining about it, I suspect, Barb, that your sister-in-law is maybe complaining about it almost in a showing off way. But I don't like it when people complain about their job necessarily, because ultimately, for 80% of people, it is the job you have chosen to do. So if you don't like it, go and do something else. If it's that much of a stress, I try not to complain about my job.
I'm sorry, but that's such...
Well, what?
No. That's easy for you to say.
Oh, okay.
That's easy
in what
for
way?
us to say. But it's not as easy as going to find a new job. There's a lot of people I know who hate the job, and they do the job because they've got bills to pay, they've got a family and stuff like that. And yes, it's easy enough to sit here now and say, go and find a new job and preach. But that's all right, because we love what we do.
Well, I do love what I do, and I'm very lucky.
And there's a good percentage of people that don't like the job and do it because... So, just...
But
try to sound less like a Tory is what I'm saying here, William.
But I would... No, but I do think if there's complaining about, this... Okay,
right, so say you live in a town up north. I feel like I'm not having a go at you.
No, it's fine.
I'm not having a go at you, but say you live in a town, say up north or in the Midlands, wherever.
Or in the south.
In the south, and you live in a town where job prosperity isn't that great, there's not many jobs.
Yes.
It's easier for us to say, we'll get a new job then.
I understand that.
And I know someone close to me who left their job that they hated. They're doing a job they love now.
Yeah.
They love their job now, but they're being paid a lot less, and they're struggling financially.
I appreciate.
So it's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but
Am I on my high horse here? I don't mean to.
No, but it's good. But this is all about difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's like being sat at the table with Thatcher. That's all I'm going to say.
Just with better skin. Look, okay, it's all contextual, and there are, of course, exceptions to the rule, and that's why I said about 80% of people, but maybe that should be 75 or 70% of people. I don't know. But, jobs are difficult. They're not meant to be that easy. It's a job. Well, it's not. It's not meant to be a walk in the park. You are supposed to be challenged. You are being asked to do something for remuneration. And yes, okay, it is also, and the other angle I was going to go down, and wishing I had gone down this angle first with Barb, was that I wonder whether Barb...
Sorry, did I jump down your neck?
No.
I didn't mean to jump down your neck.
No, it's fine. No, I'm just, hope the ship doesn't sink.
Going. He's such a big... I'm going on a party boat tonight. After this, I'm going to get pissed on a big party boat. You're such a big... Yes. What would you do if it sank tonight now? fine, I'll be off first.
You see, I mean, you're calling me Tory.
They won't let me drown. I'm a national treasure these days.
You can probably row the boat home. It's fine.
I was joking. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Anyway, I hope the boat does not drown. No, the route I was going down, Barb. And look, your sister, your sister-in-law complaining about her job when on the surface it is quite easy. I get how, particularly in your job, which is obviously a very difficult job on many levels, I get how that can rub you up the wrong way. And maybe your sister-in-law probably isn't having much awareness of those around her. But, I don't know, maybe there's a bit of jealousy in here, Barb, as well, that perhaps you're slightly jealous, and that's fine. It's a human emotion that we all have from time to time. But you could say as a joke, I mean, the Brits have a wonderful humour reflex. I think you could say to her, well, do you want to swap? Tell you what, you do my job next week and I'll do yours. Yeah. As a bit of as a joke. Say it with a slight laugh in your voice and see what she says. That would be my suggestion.
Also, I'm just going to say this, Bob. I reckon, if you actually sit down and speak to her, don't get me pissed. I reckon the job of an influencer isn't that easy, actually.
Jordan's just got the other bottle of Dubonnet out because we've gone through one.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Oi! Get on the drinks! I reckon if you speak to your sister-in-law, that's one job I couldn't do.